Back again, guys. It's been 45 minutes or close to. I have on the pot here what's going to go with it. Kumara, it's been on the boil. And basically, how you know kumara is cooked is basically knife. Oh, there you go. And that's the 45-minute buzzer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to strain this. And while I'm straining that, let that steam away. While I'm straining that, we can go to the oven, yeah? And come down here. There you have it. There's the duck. I'm going to turn the duck over. I'm going to show you how to do it, yeah? I'll bring it out so you guys can see how it's really done. Okay. So come around and have a good look at the duck. This has been in the oven. The oven was preheated to 180 degrees, so when I put the duck in, it was hot. Okay, 45 minutes from putting it in, this is what it should look like. If it doesn't look like that, then you've done something wrong. So it's 45 minutes. As you see, it's nicely golden, and that's the colour. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to find a wooden spoon. This is what I find is the easiest tool to use for this. And basically, what I'm going to do is this is the spine. Okay, I'm going to lift the bum. So grab a leg and insert the spoon in the back cavity, and what's going to happen is it's just going to roll over just like that, and that's what I want. So now we're going to nicely do the other side. Before I do that, I'm going to season the top like that, nicely seasoned, because a bit of salt doesn't hurt nobody unless you've got bad arteries. And just going to mix it around a bit so I get this. So this sits nice in the juices. As you see, the stock and the carrots and everything in there is cooking nicely, and the liquid, look at the liquid that's full of juice and sauce. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that later. So this goes back in the oven for another 45 minutes. Okay, so we've done 45 minutes already, one side, and now we're going to do the other side. That goes back into the oven. And pretty simple. Boom. Set your timer. 45 minutes. Boom. And I'm going to come back. Oh, actually, come here. We're going to do this first. Right here we have the kumara. Yep. All I'm going to do now is put that back in the pot. So the kumara is nicely... You can steam the kumara if you want. I've just boiled it because I can't be stuck putting a steaming pot on. Put that back into the pot that I was boiling it in. And then I'm going to show you how to make this. Yeah. This is wasabi. Wasabi paste. You can purchase it from any supermarket, and it's a radish. Japanese love it because it's got a nice hot spicy flavour. I'm going to add a little bit to this. Don't add too much if you don't like hot things. Add according to taste. So don't blame me if you don't like it. If you don't like wasabi at all, don't add it. Salt. And pepper. Look at that, bloody beautiful, eh? And then the secret ingredients is butter. If you're a health freak, don't add butter. But if you want flavour, add butter. Boom, look at that. Now, I love butter. I love food. I love food with flavour. But at the same time, don't overeat on the fats, yeah? And all we're going to do to that is mash it up. I'm going to use this. This is my masher. It's actually a whisk, but I also use it, I double it up as a mashing tool. And you can get this from Woolworths for $5, mean. And all I'm going to do is to squash this, just like that. And incorporate everything. Basically just making a nice mash. Look at that. Best masher in the world. Don't blend this unless you want it to become puree. You just want to roughly mash it up. The more you mash it, the more smooth that it becomes. And it tends to do that, get stuck in the cavities, but it's all good. Mash again. And you just want to mix it until it's nearly done. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to taste the flavour. You can add cream to this if you want, but because I'm going to actually mould this and turn it into a kumara crude, and we're gonna deep fry it. I'm just gonna. I like it nice and sluggish like that, not too watery. Yeah. I'm gonna taste the flavour. You can taste the wasabi, you can taste the salt, the pepper, and you can taste the butter. That's fantastic. That's bloody beautiful, actually. And all I'm gonna do now, I would love to mash it a little bit more, but I ain't got no time. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to it. I've got a container, any plastic container. I'm gonna use it as a mould. You can use any home utensil, don't be shy. And I'm going to spread a bit of oil in it. The oil basically is just going to help my Glad wrap stick to the sides, because don't put too much oil in it. And just wipe the oil around. If you've got a spray, oil spray, use that, that's a lot easier. And I have my Glad wrap here. And what I'm going to do is do that, squash it in. And then use a knife. So this is what I'm going to mould my kumara with. Before it goes in, I'm just going to give it a little bit more salt, because it needs a little more, and I'm going to touch more wasabi, give it one more stew, because after letting that flavour settle, that's what it needs a bit more of. Well, that should be nicely incorporated there. This should go real well with duck and the other orange flavours. Kumara goes real well with orange, okay? So hence the reason why I've got it with it. I'm going to use a spoon, take it out of the mould. It should be nice and quite dense, yeah? And gluggy. We don't want it too puree or too mushy. Spoon that into there. Then all we're going to do is use our hands, don't be shy. Squash that in there. It should be hot, but all good. And we're going to fold that over. And basically, the nicer you squash that in, the better the presentation is. So take your time. Don't do it don't do it fast like me. And then all I'm going to do now is place this in the fridge. And then when it's set, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to portion it. And then I'm going to crumb it, and I'll show you how to crumb it. In chefing terms, it's called pane, but I'll come back and show you how to do that. Peace.